The day started off rather unusually. Gaz woke up early expecting a full day of villainy, but was surprised when Fujiko walked in to talk to him.
Diras?
Zibo.
Things got a little flirty, and it was giving both of them ideas. After breakfast, Gaz showed her the portrait he had finished. He wasn't sure it was any better than his previous attempt, but for once, Fujiko actually seemed to like it.
Shim shim. Sebeldonk. Sabeldo.
Still thinking about earlier, Gaz asked her if she wanted to hang out and go some places today, to which she happily agreed. Their first stop was at the local art gallery. The island's artist community must have been fairly small because there wasn't much to look at. Then they went over to the large park down the road. It had some very nice facilities, and Gaz made drinks which they took up to the roof so they could look out across the lagoon. While that was going on, Eli returned to Shangsim Law for a rematch. This time, he wasn't going to lose. Having soundly defeated his opponent, he looked forward to entering the next phase of the tournament. Gaz suggested going to see a movie next, but nothing was showing at the moment, so they went in to tour the place for a while instead. Being alone in the warm, dark theater, one thing led to another, and the pair found themselves in a slightly awkward but not unpleasant makeout session behind the curtains. After the excitement, they stopped by the hot spot on the way home and danced for a while. The atmosphere seemed right for it. It was getting late in the afternoon, and Gaz thought they should start heading back. Fujiko said she'd had a great time, and he'd had fun too. Now that he'd gotten that out of his system, Gaz felt he could refocus on his work. Before returning home, Eli made a quick trip to the market to pick up a martial arts book for Fujiko. She'd mentioned wanting to learn a few moves for her nightly prowls, and it would be a good way to get started. Eli noticed somebody's food on a nearby table, and, feeling a bit hungry, he decided to help himself. Several nights later, Fujiko was out on a job, and while she was getting out of the area, she managed to snatch a few extra trinkets. Nothing like handling your own bonuses. When she got home, she emptied out her loot. There was a cereal bowl she'd mistaken for an artifact, a nice painting, a rug, and a weird little gnome figure. She'd probably just sell that. Those things kind of creeped her out. Early in the morning, the house had a rare visitor.
Web talk.
It turned out that Hazel Hoffman was going door to door to talk to people about the recent increase in burglaries and was offering home security plans. Eli assured her that they were well protected. The day was otherwise uneventful, so Eli went out to practice, Gaz started a new painting, and Fujiko sat down to read the training book Eli had bought for her. Then she got a call from Tale Hale. Tale had heard about her plans to start martial arts training at work, and she had since learned that the organization had ties to a master in China who was willing to pass on some secret techniques to one of their agents. Fujiko enjoyed traveling, so she agreed to check it out. That night, Fujiko received her biggest promotion yet. She was now going to be a largely solo operator and was one step away from the highest position in the Department of Thievery. With the resources now at her disposal, there would be little to slow down the progress of the master plan.